Each year, Americans take home 30 million Christmas trees. A long-standing tradition bringing joy to millions of people. But have you ever wondered, how did they get here? Welcome to Data on the Move, where we explore everything it takes to deliver.
I get my high walking in Christmas trees because they're producing all this oxygen, so I'm getting a bit of my oxygen fix. Just walking around. I'm Bob Schaefer, and I'm a Christmas tree grower. This location is 2,000 contiguous acres, so it makes it the largest contiguous Christmas tree farm in the world. Started working in them when I was actually 14 years old. Been doing it ever since and enjoying every minute of it. Most people don't realize the investment and time it takes to grow a Christmas tree. We have to try to anticipate the market 10 years down the road, because that's how long it takes to grow a Christmas tree, is 8 to 10 years. You're going to lose some bugs and disease and things like that, sometimes because of the heat. But fortunately, on the West Coast, we do get a lot of moisture and rain.
An average of 7.4 million gallons of water per day fall on the 3,100 acres of trees planted at Noble Mountain. That's 2.69 billion gallons a year, or roughly the same water volume used by Ithaca, New York, home to a population of around 40,000 people. 240 tons of fertilizer are used annually on the farm. That's the equivalent of 2 Boeing 757 airplanes. And last year alone, Noble Mountain harvested 400,000 trees, which amounts to 615 fully loaded semi-trucks, stretching roughly 10 miles long.
You're going to have 2 crews tomorrow, so you should be able to get most of the baling done. Okay, that sounds good. That's what we'll shoot for. I oversaw the first harvest that took place up here in 1975, and the timber company didn't believe in roads. Well, you don't carry a tree a quarter of a mile, you drag it. So it could get dirty and muddy. The ground here, it gets slick, and so there's not enough tractors and trailers and people to harvest the harvests we're going to have the conventional way. So I met with this owner of the helicopter company and explained the situation. He says, I think we can come up with something. Flying Christmas trees was probably the biggest innovation, Noble Mountain came up with early on in our career. That year and the next year, I was on every major network nationwide. People just loved the thought that their Christmas trees were getting a helicopter ride. Helicopters are not cheap. We're paying $1,150 an hour, which if you do the calculation is about $19 a minute, which is about 31 cents a second. And as I tell helicopter pilots, I count seconds. And so having really good pilots, good experienced pilots is really important.
So we have this southwest wind, so we'll keep the trucks at the same spot we were yesterday when we ended up top. And just when we get loaded, we'll just drop down the hill to that rock pit and circle back around. You guys are ready?
So we developed slings. We cut the trees in the field. We put 12 to 15 trees in a sling.
In conjunction with a helicopter company owner by the name of Ross Elder, Noble Mountain had pioneered a revolutionary method of Christmas tree harvesting that would leave a lasting mark on the industry.
It was very unconventional, but it was very, very effective.
The year following the invention of helicopter harvesting, the trees harvested at Noble Mountain skyrocketed from 5,600 to 190,000, a 3,293% increase.
It was the ultimate innovation. With a good helicopter pilot and a good hooker, that helicopter pilot literally sometimes doesn't have to stop. If it hadn't have worked, Noble Mountain would not exist today.
Yeah, that's just completely changed the industry. Helicopters.
The advent of heli harvesting helped increase the Christmas tree market by roughly 6 million trees annually. And because of this innovation, today, over 70% of trees in Oregon are harvested by helicopter.
One of the great things with heli harvesting is it's sped up the time from harvest to the time the load is delivered, because once that tree is cut, it's essentially dying. The quicker you speed that up with heli harvesting, you're essentially taking hours off the process, maybe days. Everything has to happen in a hurry. It's an incredibly labour-intensive process from the start. You've got workers in the field cutting the trees down, gathering the trees, putting them in a bundle. Helicopter takes it to a truck, then it goes to a consolidation area, and then they're manually loaded into the back of a trailer.
Each year, over 100,000 laborers are needed at approximately 15,000 tree farms in the U.S. Oregon, North Carolina, and Michigan produce the lion's share of these trees, but the clientele served by these locally grown evergreens extends far beyond U.S. contiguous borders, traveling as far as Hawaii, Mexico, Dubai, and even Hong Kong.
Oregon is the #1 Christmas tree producing state in the nation. We figure about 650 trees will go in a normal 53-foot truck. If you do the calculations for what Oregon is producing, that means within less than 30 days, we're shipping about 11,000 trucks. So there's a tremendous demand, and our deadlines are really tight.
With tight delivery windows and long-distance routes, a single delay could compromise the freshness of thousands of trees. But for farms like Noble Mountain, sometimes the challenge begins just with procuring a truck.
About 5 years ago, we were looking for a truck, and there was 360 loads available. There was one truck on the board.
I don't know anywhere in the world that has the impact of hauling Christmas trees on the freight market that we see each year here. It's one of the most peculiar events that you will only see here in the United States.
During the height of the season, upwards of 56,000 truckloads of Christmas trees will ship, all within a 6-week period. While welcome news for carriers looking to cash in on the higher rates, it becomes a headache for brokers and shippers as capacity tightens.
It also coincides with fall produce season, so it's a very seasonal event. There's a very acute demand for refrigerated capacity to move Christmas trees longer distances, so refrigerated rates can jump as much as $1 per mile. The shorter hauls can go in dry vans, but when it comes to dry vans, they have to blow ice in across the top of the Christmas trees to keep them cool.
As a perishable commodity, the transit time of Christmas trees has to happen quickly. 2,000 pounds of ice are added, blown from front to back of the trailer at a specialized icing facility. This ice helps to retain the tree's needles and their fresh-cut appearance upon arrival at their final destination.
Packing slip. Okay. And this is for the ag stamp to go to California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for the
So you're
for the agriculture.
yeah. So you're good to go.
All right. Thank you.
You have a love-hate relationship with it because Christmas trees are good freight. It's good paying freight out of markets that you might not normally have a load, but it's live load, so it takes longer. Each tree has to be unloaded manually by hand.
Load doesn't unload on a dock. It is all manual labor, one tree by tree.
The typical load of Christmas trees can have 4 to 5 locations in terms of deliveries or stops. It can take you a couple of days in a big capital city to get unloaded. But one of the reasons that truckers like to haul Christmas trees out of the Pacific Northwest is it's something to haul. A lot of loads come in the Pacific Northwest. There's not as many loads that come out. A lot of carriers will know where to be at what time of the year. I've even seen some carriers lower their rates into the Pacific Northwest just to take advantage of higher rates coming back out.
We will get Christmas cards, we'll get pictures and letters. It's just fantastic to know that I'm bringing the kind of joy that I seem to be bringing into people's lives. I'll never get tired of it, having done it the old-fashioned way back in the day, horsing them up out of the fields by hand. I just hope I'm recognized as somebody who cared for the industry and did a few things that were right, that helped the industry.
Through innovation and a complex logistics network, the Christmas tree is aided along its journey. And ultimately, the deliveries show up at local tree lots and in living rooms across the world. And behind each tree is a story of patience, hard work, and the tireless efforts of an industry dedicated to delivering holiday joy, one tree at a time.